Okay, hit it. Okay. So apparently I've spoken on too many panels, so they gave me my own 6 minute and 40 seconds to talk about this, so I will apparently shut up the rest of the time. What I'm here to talk about is what we as retailers see and some of the issues that we face in collaboration and some of the hurdles that we have to jump or things that we have to work around. One of the things is really education. So this is something that I've had the benefit of seeing, most of you have had the benefit of seeing. None of our consumers are ever going to see this. All right? They have no idea how your world works. They know what a farm looks like. They've been to a petting zoo. They've seen things. They have an image in their mind. They don't know what this is. They don't know if this is good or if this is bad. This is what they think of. We're in the East Coast, so their neighbor might be a scallop farmer. They might know a lobsterman. They might fish themselves. Right? So this is the world that they're working from, and we have to find a way to change this. And as a retailer, we have a limited scope to do that because we are selling wild. So it's really easy for us to lean on that. And this is a global supply chain. So if you think of this conference, right, you have China, Vietnam, Paris, Dublin, Ecuador. This thing's all over. This is a supply chain nightmare. You know where pork comes from? Iowa and North Carolina. It's really easy for us to find that. As a retailer, to put this together is tough. Plus, we have to change people over. I've been on this desk for 7 years. I've got 5 different buyers. I've had the luxury in the past day to have lunch with an amazing 22-year-old at this conference. If you don't know who those people are, that's what's going to disrupt your business, not Facebook, not e-commerce, right? It's the people who are passionate about your industry. And we have limited resources. So I've checked my passport the other day. I've traveled 50 different times in the past few years, not just for aquaculture. But as a retailer, we can't go everywhere, and you guys are everywhere. We need you to bring that information to us because there's only so many different places that we can go. And frankly, this is also your competition on our desk, right? So we worry about chicken and pork and beef. So seafood is something we refer to as a second protein because typically a family of 4 isn't buying seafood as their main protein. They're buying chicken and beef for the kids, and they're buying seafood for the parent. Maybe the whole family eats it, but not everybody. Plus, you guys have a little bit of an image problem. One of them is cost, right? So when I first started, or not even, 3 years ago, we used to say, we're going to do a crazy chicken sale, $1.49 a pound. Now it's 89 cents a pound when we do a crazy deal. What is your protein selling for? How do you convince somebody that they should do that, which they don't even know how to cook? They don't know where it comes from. They don't know what it looks like. We need that information from you because it's really easy to put beef on the front of the cover and it'll sell like crazy. It's easy to do a chicken promo. There's millions of recipes for that. But when we're trying to do your business, we need you guys to come to us with recipes and data and information. And if you tell me you don't think you have an image problem, me and Google Images will tell you to go ahead, eat your poop fish. Right? So this is what you have to overcome. We have members who think that this fish doesn't have bones and eats its own poop. You know what they don't think that about? Pork. People love bacon. You need to become bacon. All right? Because this is also what we have. This is a Thailand boat. People worry about Thailand. They worry about slavery. And if you think, all right, we're over that. How many people still think about Nike and sweatshops? I will tell you, I do apparel all the time. There are no sweatshops anymore. But people still think that about Nike. This is going to be your industry. People aren't going to know. And part of the problem is because you don't speak with one voice. Everybody tries to tell a different message all the time, and you come to us and say, tell my message and tell that message. And you know what? We can't. We can't tell everybody's message. What we need from you guys is collaboration around the message. It's something that we need people to come together, especially areas like this that have academics, NGOs, suppliers. Academics need to create the knowledge base. NGOs need to keep us honest. And suppliers need to bring one message to us. Work together. Because otherwise, we're just going to tell the message of the people who do. That's the struggle we have, is who wins. There's no brand, as somebody talked about, so we put our brand on it. But there's no billboard for us to tell your story, right? And if you say, well, Scott, there's so many different things about seafood. There's the health benefits, and there's the fee conversion. Great, let's see people do more math. But here's what I would say. Your competition is finding that message, right? And Derek talked about it yesterday. Think about what the industry is. It's this, right? It's pork. It's beef. You guys are, seafood's good for you. Try it. You know, twice a day, once a day. I'll even tell you, I think the easiest thing would be catch of the day every single day. You know why? Because this industry is also like, let's promote during Lent, and the rest of the year you'll figure it out. When I was a kid, my grandfather used to send us citrus from Florida because that was a big deal, apparently. You know what? If you walked into my club today and we didn't have any citrus, you think we didn't know how to do our job. But you still say, let's sell them seafood during Lent, and the rest of the year they'll come to us. They'll figure it out. You are going to become peach season. Sockeye salmon is peach season, and we don't do that, right? So this is also not the image of anybody. Seafood doesn't have giant counters anymore. It's got one guy behind the counter, and frankly, in most retailers, are not even the best guy. You get the produce guys are really good. The meat guys are really good. The seafood guys are getting there, and there's so much turnover in retail, right? So you need to shine a light on your industry. You need to tell the good stories that you have. You need to let people know. And frankly, you need to figure out what species you want us to sell because there are so many. There's one chicken. There's one beef. Nobody's coming to me going, let's sell more quail. They're like, let's just sell them poultry, right? So find that. Speak with one voice. Come to us. Tell us one thing you want us to say. If it's a fee conversion, not that thing. But if it's the other stuff, that's great. You want to say it's not going to hurt their heart? People love that. People want to get old. You want to sell sushi? That worked. But we're on the East Coast. We can sell food. We can sell seafood. But most importantly, for the love of God, share your ideas and talk. There are so many people in here that are so much smarter than me, but I'm always on stage. Get new people. Get young people. Because that's literally the definition of collaboration. The definition of collaboration is people talking and sharing ideas and not ideas about how much more we can buy or what we can sell. Thank you.